mention that it can remove a lot of our headaches, and especially the county attorney's headaches. She's already jumped in with both feet, and we're very glad to have her here. So,
Thank you.
Hope we can say that in a year. First thing then is the animal control ordinance, and this is the second reading. So the public hearing is closed. There's some clerical revisions on this, Betty?
Yes, there were a couple, no substantive changes, just a couple of clerical revisions to reference 6.08, which is the fee schedule of the shelter. So on page 1, the be it ordained section was changed to read Title 6, Chapter 6.04, Animal Control Code is hereby repealed in its entirety, and the following is hereby adopted in its entirety, and shall now be known as Title 6 Animals, Chapter 6.04, Animal Control and Animal Shelter Ordinance. On page 13, paragraph 8, there's an inclusion of referencing the animal shelter fee schedule of 6.08.010, which was not in the prior reading. Same provisions on page 17, 6.04.160 references the animal shelter fee schedule 6.08.010, which is included now. And 6.04.1.80 includes reference to the animal shelter fee schedule. And that's it. Those are the only clerical changes that were made from reading number 1 to reading number 2. No substantive changes that were made.
Is there a motion to accept the animal control ordinance on second reading as amended? Motion, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, in conjunction with what we just did, now we're doing animal shelter fee schedule, an ordinance repealing Title 6, Chapter 6.08 in its entirety, and this is on the first reading. So the way this works is we're required to hold a public hearing in this matter. So we'll begin by asking if there's anyone who wishes to speak in favor of repealing of this ordinance, Title 6, Chapter 6.08 in its entirety. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? One more time. Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the animal shelter fee schedule, and this is an ordinance repealing Title 6, Chapter 6.08 in its entirety. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to repealing ordinance Title 6, Chapter 6.08 in its entirety on first reading? Third and final time, anyone wishing to speak in opposition to the repeal of this ordinance? The public hearing is over. Any comments from the commissioners? Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion and a second to repeal ordinance Title 6, Chapter 6.08 in its entirety on the first reading. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We'll do second reading at our next meeting because it involves a fee. We can't do it today. Okay. Since you guys are here, we'll just go right into your stuff. Sheriff's Department has a request for control screening, the annual maintenance agreement for the X-ray machines at the two courthouses, at two courthouse locations in the amount of $10,400, and this is payable to Auto Clear. Is that? We do this all the time.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Walter Linko, Park Director, bid recommendation for the construction of Freedom Cross Place.
We need to pull that. He was supposed to, someone was supposed to get a hold of me. We're still reviewing the bids.
Okay.
So we're not ready to come back to you with a recommendation yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, just give us a buzz when you're ready.
Yes, thank you.
Correspondence. This is a short meeting. We have a request for approval from Chris Davis of the Recycling and Waste Reduction District to approve district fee collection agreement, which covers a 2-year collection period, 2015 and 2016.
council, right, the executive body of the county has to approve the documents. There'll be, what increased recently and current, was proposed in collection of the reflect that fee and restitution to those officers for their billing and collection of such. And has been in the past, we've always paid them for their services.
Questions? Is there a motion?
So this doesn't approve the fee? No, that's already in established.
You know, it made, read in the paper the last few days, Lake County has the approval, are they the only county that has the approval of purchases from the waste, solid waste, district, waste collection?
In response, the legislature responds to how that agency was run in the past, and professional purchases, legislation was enacted that called for certain contracts, with the solid waste district to be approved by about 4 county commissioners in that, but
Is that-
exclusive to Lake.
Specifically for Lake County. What's more explain?
Without this collection agreement in place, the fee cannot be collected. That is our mechanism. Has been since 1996. The auditor, treasurer work to bill and collect the fee and pay out as they do property taxes to, the fee increase itself was approved by the solid waste board, which are statutorily allowed to do. That was done late last year.
So this collection period would begin in 2016 for taxes due for 2015, which means it will be collected next year.
No, it's actually rolling now. This is the first time we could even for this body. It was done. Auditor and treasurer already have done their part and instituted a flip the switch, if you will, which is the mechanism to get the fee low. And then the board of solid waste approved the collection of what's for 14 fees.
So in other words, you've already collected half of your fees, or all of them are due on the first installment, right?
Unless the fee itself is compounded and exceeds $25 every year.
So you've already got one tax draw, whether it's complete for anybody less than 25 or.
Correct, and it's in the works, yeah. We haven't seen it yet.
And you point for us to do.
It's a process that we do have to go through.
When was the fee approved?
The fee was approved last fall.
This is the quickest you can get before us.
Working out the equity of collection with the auditor and treasurer, what was best for their department. If you're looking at item 3, working out with them, collection fee also, working with them to get the fee on tax bill, working with the software provider, ensuring that it was done. But yes, I was not available at your meeting this
So
week.
you get all that done before you get the collection agreement approved? Doesn't make sense.
We've done that in the past, in the same very process, to come to the commissioners, board of commissioners after we've gone through those steps, yes.
Well, I suggest a change in your operation, because I think you need to come to us and get your approval for the agreement before you put the agreement into effect.
Okay. What would you, suggest, in regards to this up?
What's the pleasure of the board?
I would like to make a motion to sort of table this till the next meeting, so we have some time to discuss this and talk about it internally. This is the second time that we've had different departments or entities of county government come to us before, sort of as a moot point. And I know from my standpoint, sitting up here and given the time that I'm giving, it's sort of a slap in the face to this board. And I'm just not gonna sit back and let this continue to happen. So from my perspective, I just soon table this and think about it a not the way that I feel that this board, the different departments in county government need to treat this board. And I think that, you know, if you're so concerned about the auditor and the assessor and everybody else, we're the executive board of this county. And, since I've been up here, it's been very easy to get on the board. It's been very easy to get on our agenda. So I don't know what's going on, but anybody else that plans to come before this board, I think they need to get their ducks in a row. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and continue to deal with stuff like this. It's just, it's out of line. So there's my comment.
I wasn't suggesting that you were not wrong, you know, that I was suggesting that timing or everything else, and I was certainly almost warming.
This is after the fact, as Commissioner Evans said, so I make a motion to table this.
Motion's in favor?
Second vote on it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
A motion and a second, any further discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
All right, thank you.
We have a request for approval from the Valparaiso Elks to use north side of the courthouse in honor of Flag Day. The event will be held on Friday, June the 12th, 2015, from 5 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. They will provide their own sound system and chairs. I hope so, but we never do. Is there a motion? Second. Second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Request to transfer funds highway, Fund 1135, $3,140 from account 2210 diesel, gas, and oil to account 3950 contractual services and bridge inspections. This is for Porter County Auditor, to bring the balances in line, to a positive balance. Yeah, okay, let me read them all. Request for transfer of funds highway, Fund 1135, $6,514.73 from account 2310 tires, tubes, and batteries to account 1234-3620, commercial account construction, operation, and maintenance. And this is for the Porter County Auditor to bring the balances in line, item to a positive balance. And then also request for transfer funds highway, Fund 1135, $6,514.73 from account 3650 vehicle repair to account 1234-3620, commercial account construction, operation, maintenance to, this is to bring the balances in line to a positive balance. Request for transfer of funds, and I think this is the last one. $6,514.74 from account 3660 safety to account 1234-3620, commercial account construction, operation, and maintenance for the Porter County Auditor to bring balances in line item to a positive balance. No? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Any questions, discussion?
How's the commercial account gonna be, the one that you're transferring out of, three of these transfers?
Transferring out of the active accounts into the comm account and into the,
Oh, I'm sorry. How are those other accounts?
Yeah, they were in a negative balance. She wrote checks off of them and wanted me to get them into them. I don't know why. That's what she wanted, to keep the state auditor off our backs. Okay? And that's why we're moving that into a positive balance, and they're just gonna be zeroed out. Because actually, there's not any money to get additionals in bridge to make that happen. We have found our mistakes, and we know where the bridge account money is now, which is actually none. So we're going to have to make some other changes.
All right, thank you.
But this is everything then, David, this squares you up then?
Well, yeah, basically,
For now?
for now.
Okay.
Yeah, until we can see the property taxes come in and put them.
I'll make a motion to approve all the 4 transfers requested.
I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Do you have anything? Anybody wish to address this body? Come on up.
Thank you.
How are you doing? How are you?
My name is Ron Snow, 36 Zane Court, I live in Valparaiso. Thank you for taking your time to give us support, I appreciate it. Around 2.5 years ago,
was here.
You were here, but I believe there's two of them.
I'm new.
You're new? I think,
And
okay.
they were.
Thank you.
Younger.
So, so,
So we did a study, we sent the safety committee out there.
yes, and, there was an accident approximately 2 months ago. I was driving my kids to school, pretty severe accident, and I believe everyone yesterday. You know, this is definitely, I mean, I don't know exactly what it's gonna take. I know this Indiana Local Technical Assistance Program did an analysis, and reading through it, it's a decent analysis, but I know they missed some tables in here, so I don't know if I actually received the whole analysis. So, but if you could, there's page 2, I just want to read one quick thing. It says crash analysis. The study intersection has had a history of crashes which prompted the county highway department to make improvements over the years. I believe the improvements over the years were about 12 years ago. They shaved down 5-6 inches, I was told. I believe that was actually before the new high school was in. So that was before the new high school, that was before the new hospital, that was before Timberland East, West, North, and South, all there, you know, so we've had a lot of traffic volume since then. The hill to the north of the intersection was lowered and additional signs were installed. Despite improvements, crashes continue to occur at this intersection. A crash history was obtained from local law enforcement and from the ARIS database from 2010, 11, and 12. During this time period, a total of 22 reported crashes, which is 7.3 crashes per year. And mind you, I believe that before the hospital actually got up and running. And plus the new Sunset Hill, they've been improving that with different things, so there's even more traffic there. Occurred within 300 feet of the study intersection, including 11 injury crashes and 0 fatal crashes. The breakdown of the study intersection crashes is as follows, and it gives you, 16 right angle crashes, 2 left, 2 rear, 1 ran off the road, 1 engine crash. Real quick, the next paragraph. The high frequency of right angle intersection crashes is concerning because of the potential for severe injuries and fatalities with this type of crash. Half of the right angle intersection crashes resulted in injury. I can stop reading right there. It's unacceptable that we have 8 crashes a year and half of them result in injury. That for 3 years I've been dealing with this, and like I said, it is what it is. I know the wheels turn slowly in government, but I can't, somebody's gonna die. We have buses that turn out in that intersection. We know we have parents, I probably know 5 or 6 families alone that live right on 700 that we talk about this all the time. I mean, oh, there's another crash. I mean, I don't know if they make or lose money. I mean, I even offered at one time, I said, if a light costs $50,000 or $40,000, I'll pitch in half. That's how concerned I am. It's my own money. If you put in 50, whatever we have to do to get this done, I am willing to do it. Because this is how bad an intersection that this is. I have contacted Liberty, my representative from Liberty, that they needed the fire station, and they kind of helped me. We thought it was going to be rumble strips, and I think we got a couple signs that say cross intersection is not stopped, and something has to get done, guys. I mean, I'm begging you, and I appreciate you guys listening to me, but like I said, my daughter just turned 16, and really, I was on this before my daughter, so I wasn't self-serving. I mean, she was like 13 at the time, but I have 4 kids, and somebody's going to get severely, hurt, if not dead. And I'm hoping, I don't want to be school children either, because there's a ton of school buses that drive down this at the time.
David, you've been around for a long time and on the highway. You want to talk a minute about what we've done at that intersection over the years?
Well, it is very true what he said. We did cut the hill down, but it was after the school was built. It was done in 2004. And we have re-signed the intersection immensely, cross-traffic, and I realize that those, we've got to get the public and the public drivers to breathe, but we it does say in several different parts of that intersection that cross traffic does not stop. The speed limit through there is supposed to be 40 miles an hour. Whether the traveling public uses that as an advisory only and travels of their own, I have no way of, and the sheriff department has also put up the radar signs too, I believe, through there on a couple of occasions. Maybe we need to put it up there more, maybe we have to have high impact sheriff, seen there for a while. See, I empathize with this young man here in the audience with what he does, and he's right. There is a lot of accidents that happen at this intersection. I can take you west over to Indiana 149 and 700 North and show you just about the same amount of accidents, and there is a stoplight there, sir. And I'm not making excuses, but at some point, the motoring public has to take responsibility for themselves. And I've been an advocate for that for a number of years, and what is going to happen, and if we move forward with this, as sure as I'm sitting here, if we put a stoplight at 700 North, we are going to increase the amount of accidents that happen between 700 North and Route 6, because we are going to inconvenience the public, and it's going to speed them up. And we put rumble strips on a couple other intersections now, and they are, I've seen people just speed by them. It makes no difference. I don't know what else we can do there other than what he's asking, but I'm also in fear of what's going to happen if we do that. So that's where we've done a lot, and we even have gone to straight salt at that intersection in the winter times to make sure that people stop and slow down, but they take for granted. People do not fully are aware of their driving capabilities, I guess, and they just assume that those people are going to stop, and it says right there clearly that it's not. So I do empathize with you, sir, and I understand, because I've had children drive too, and I've been there. I have seen close calls, but I've also seen why they were close calls. And it was people on their cell phones or stuffing a hamburger in their mouth and not paying attention.
Can I respond to just a couple points really quick?
Sure.
700 and 149. The lights, having the light there, that road is not on the 5% list. And the 5% list by the federal government states that if you make it on this list, there is a problem with that intersection. The problem is not cell phones. The problem is not vegetation that can be easily. There is a legitimate problem with that intersection. When you make that 5% list, there's a serious problem, and I don't think signs are going to solve it. I mean, I drive it every day. The problem on the 700 people coming from the westbound, some are coming this way, some are trying to turn. You have cross traffic. I mean, it's a mess. And the only thing I would say is, we build hospitals. We're trying to expand. I get it. Okay, I have no problem with the hospital, besides some tax issues, but that's another topic. When we have traffic, we have to alleviate traffic concerns. We can't expect to build hospitals. We can't expect to build retails and stores and grow without taking care of our infrastructure. I mean, that's first and foremost. That if we're a mile away from the hospital and nothing has been done, and we have more traffic coming down Meridian Road from Belgrade to get to the hospital. We have Timberland. We have Sunset Hill, which is trying to do great things out there, which is a great park. I mean, there's hundreds of people that go to that park, and when they come off, it's so with all the traffic, something has to get done. If Porter County wants to grow these areas, they have to do the proper things with the roads. And I mean, look, for the longest time, 6 in Meridian, we didn't even have a green arrow that went to turn left. I mean, you know how many close calls I saw? People turn left and almost get hit. I mean, that right there, thanks for putting that up, but I mean, that was a couple years too late. I mean, this is the stuff that needs to get done. And if we have money in major moves or some fund to do some of this stuff, I mean, this is, first and foremost, what government is here to do is to make sure that we have safe roads and, you know, not have potholes all over the place. In my opinion, and that's just, I mean, I'm not talking bad about anybody, like I said, I just, it's just frustrating because it's been 2.5 years and.
And I invite you to come out to my office because we do follow the accidents, and we mark them on a map. And, we've got boards and boards and boards of years, and we follow through the years. And every accident that occurs, even if it's an animal versus car at that intersection, I have high impact areas on these maps, and now my assistant, when I was the assistant, that was my duty, and now my assistant follows that, and, you know, I look at the accidents too, and I ask him, have we pinned all these accidents? Yes, certainly we have, you know. So, I mean, you're welcome to come out and look. I know this for a fact today because I just looked through the accidents, that we just pinned another one at 6 in Meridian, you know, that happened over just this past week, you know, so, and now you're telling me there was one that happened yesterday. We haven't seen that one at 700 North yet because the accident reports are like 2 days behind. You know, so I will see that probably by end of week. So we'll put another pin there.
Okay, we're not gonna solve this by sitting here and talking
No, I
about
mean,
it.
yeah,
So,
no,
I
I appreciate your time
and, no, we appreciate your concern as well, and safety is one of the things that we strive to make sure that happens, not only in traffic, but for everything in the public domain.
And like I said, I'm just concerned if the school bus ever gets hit.
Yeah.
It's.
So why don't we do this? It all has to start local, so let's get our safety committee to take another look at it. When they do that, then they can make some recommendations. Maybe we can get the state to do a study and look at it, because none of it's gonna, there's a provision in the law that doesn't allow us to put stoplights or stop signs to control speed. And typically, when an accident happens at that corner, it's because somebody's speeding, somebody tries to make it in front of them. I drive it every day too. And somebody's trying to pull out in front of them, or somebody's trying to turn in, and the guy behind them doesn't realize what's going on. So we need to look at it again and see if we can't get maybe the state, NDOT or somebody else to look at it with us and make some recommendations.
Anything you can do, I would appreciate. Like I said, we had the rumble strips that I thought was 2 years ago. Anything at this point has to be better than just, you know,
Sure.
crashes usually. So, I appreciate that. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, anyone else wish to address this body? Anybody, we stand in recess.